Hello everybody and welcome to Pauly's Crochet Creations. I'm Tori, your hostess. So, what are we doing today? Well, today I picked up Loops and Threads ergonomic crochet hook set. Now, I picked this up a few days ago, and this is a 4.5, a 5, a 5.5, and a 6mm crochet hook set. Now, I wanted to do a review on this, and I wanted to tell you my opinion on them. I do have a size 5 Addy hook to do a comparison with the size 5 aluminum crochet hook. Now, this says it's a 5, so we're going to go along with that. So first off, the packaging is okay. Like I said, the packaging is okay. They're made in India. Okay. I know I'm saying a lot. So I'm going to take this thing off, and then I'm going to pull the hooks out. So this one is a 4.5. If I can get out of the bottom. Maybe I just pull it straight down. The higher the hook, the harder it is to get out of the package. I think that's funny. So, alright, so we're going to go in order here. So this is a 4.5. This one is a 5. This one is a 5.5. And this one is a 6. Okay, so what is my first opinion? First off, the hooks look great. Don't get me wrong, the hooks look great. But one thing I will notice is this here, this number here, will eventually rub off. I have noticed that in the crochet hooks that I'm using from Temu. There's a little bit of filing right here that needs to be done. Okay, because the rubber is kind of funky there. I like that it has the grip on both sides. And the shaft is quite nice. So like I said, this is a 4.5. And it's an inline. Or no, it's a tapered. And this one is a 5. And this one's tapered as well. Okay. So we're going to look at the 5s together. Okay. So, complete difference with the 5s. You can see that there's less of an incline on this 5 hook, which is the Addy. So you can see the less of an incline. Lining them up, the Addy is shorter. The Addy is shorter. All in all, they're both really nice hooks. I am a pencil holder, so I hold my hook like this. And I can hold my hook like this with this one as well. So that is not too bad. Okay. So that is the 5. And this is the 5.5. I love the color. I love hot pink. I've always loved hot pink. The handle is a little bit off centered for my liking. So there's the head. And it is a tapered hook. Okay. And then, like I said, the little edges, probably a good washing will take all the dust off. So, and then the 6. The 6 is actually quite nice. There's not really a lot that has to be done. Like I said, a good washing for these hooks. And you just use soap and water, and then you dry them or air dry them. So, like I said, they feel a little gritty. So I'm going to take the 5. I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to do a swatch, 2 swatches, 2 different swatches. I'm going to start with the Addy, and I'm going to do some chains. I'm going to show you the difference to when the reason why we say you can't pick up one crochet hook and then finish your project with another crochet hook. Because each crochet hook is formed differently, and you will get a different stitch size when you're using 2 different crochet hooks. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this, and I'm going to do like double crochets. Well, actually no, I'll start off with single crochets in the second chain from the hook. And I'm kind of doing this off to the side because, well, it's a little difficult for me to kind of work in this area here. So we're going to do some single crochets. And I'm not sure which, I think this yarn is the, either the mainstay in the really bright popping colors or Red Heart Super Saver. That's what I'm almost thinking that it is, but I can't remember. I have a hard time remembering things, so. But yeah, like I said, we're going to start off with this. And we're going to crochet a few rounds. The Addy is not too bad. I always have a problem with the first couple rounds, especially the first and second round, because it's the hand-eye coordination. But I do like the yarn. I also like hot pink. So I got a message from my dear friend Gary over at the Urban Yarn. He thanked me for including him in on the 12 question challenge. And see, that's how nice that works out. I like this hook. I am in the process of making more hats. So what are we going to do? We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to double crochet. You will hear a cat because there's a cat sitting down at my feet, and I think he wants some treats, but he's going to have to wait because Mommy is kind of busy right now. So these are the double crochets. I know I got to get my keep my hands in the frame. Keep my hands in the frame. It does, the Addy does crochet quite nicely. I do like how it is working. Let me just put the yarn over there. I do like how it is working. Oops, not a single crochet, silly. Double crochet. So yeah, like I said, this is, I did want to do some yarn and hook reviews. I still have to find those crochet hooks that Crystal sent me. I know they're in one of my crochet bags. I just can't remember which one it is, because I have several different bags that I use for work. And I just pick up a bag and take it to work so that I have something to work on when I'm on my coffee breaks. I cannot sit idly by and do nothing. It just drives me nuts having my hands not... Did I miss a stitch? Yeah, it drives me nuts not having my hands moving. Because, like I said, I started crocheting when I quit smoking so that I would have something to do with my hands. I think that's a stitch, but I can't remember. All right. So there we go. There's the that worked up. So I'm going to snip the yarn because this is what do you call it? I don't know what I did with my scissors. I am oh, there they are. They're hiding in a bunch of black stuff. So this is the Addy. I'm just going to snip the yarn there. And this is the Addy. The stitches are quite nice. One thing I do suggest when you're doing a project and you're doing your base chain, the best way to get rid of that, as you can see there's a bow here, the best way to get rid of that is to go up to a size 6 hook to do your base chain, and then when you do the single crochets and double crochets, then you go down to a size 5. That's the best way, because then it'll keep your work straight. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to do the same with the size 5 in the loops and threads. I gotta remember how to do this. It's going to take some time to work out to do that. There was a way that you start your row without doing a slip knot, and it looks so much neater, and I'm trying to remember how to do that, and I can't remember. So, like I said, we're going to pause the video. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, I had to move my thing I'm doing my video on. Alright. So, just going to do a bunch of chains. Now, as you see, I have my thumb here, but I do not put my finger here. I do not do this. I just kind of do it this way. All right, so we got a little bit of a chain. Then we're going to go into the second chain from the hook. 1, 2. So we're going to do single crochets like we did in the last swatch. Do single crochets. Sorry, I just banged the thing. Don't have much room to work with. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit. There we go. Let's see if that works. There we go. So hopefully that works. So like I said, we're doing single crochets. Sorry about the bobbling, and I know I should have turned off my camera when I did that. But and in a future video, I'll show you what I mean by doing a size 6 and then going to a size 5. Or even a 5.5. Even if you go up a half a hook size. Because this is... oh, sorry. I grabbed the wrong one. Gotta redo that. Oh well. That was 5.5. This is a 5. Gotta remember, the orange is the 5. So let's do this all over again. So I did the 5.5 in the chain, okay, and second chain from the hook, 1, 2, we're going to do single crochet. So I can actually show you, because of my mistake, I can show you what I mean, because I went from a 5.5 down to a 5. So I am a silly willy. I know. Come on now, get professional. Get professional. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to do more videos and just trying to find the time to do them. After I do like 2 days on my line, I'm pretty tired. But, so, I'm going to show you. I've done the single crochets. Now, this here is a lot more straight, if I can straighten it out, than this here. Now, this one here is bowing, okay? This is because I did not change hook sizes. I went from a 5 all the way here and then single crochet back. Now, I did, by mistake, I did a 5.5 hook to do the chain, and then I went to a size 5. So you get more of a straighter line or a straighter work instead of having bowing like this one. So that is a tip that I wanted to show you. Now we're going to do double crochets in the next row. So I chain 1 and then double crochets in the first stitch. And double crochets in the next. Now the reason I only turn 1 and start double crocheting is because I learned that off of Crystal. Now, I find it makes your work so much more nicer if you double crochet and then, or if you chain 1 and then double crochet in the first stitch, because it gives you more of a straighter line. And I learned that quite a while ago when I was first crocheting. And like I said, you know, all of the YouTubers that do videos and tutorials and whatnot, they're all awesome. Like, I'm going to give a shout out to all of you YouTubers that do tutorials, because if it wasn't for you guys doing tutorials, I would have never learned what I learned on YouTube. So I also want to shout out my friend Patty Trafton for giving me the hooks and getting me started on my crochet journey. I think that was kind of the kick that I needed. Okay, so here is the second round. Now, sorry, I gotta rub my eyes for a second. Now, you will see that the Addy 5 is, I didn't do as many stitches, but when I did the chain, I did it with the Addy 5. I didn't go up a half a hook size or a hook size, and then I started my single crochet and second chain from the hook, and then I did my double crochets. Now you see how much more uniform this is when you do the largest size hook on the base chain, then your single crochets, and then whatever you're going to do. Now the height, let me just get rid of this here for a sec. The height, as you can see, is the Addy's a little bit smaller. I could be wrong though. Get rid of this. So we know this is the Addy. This is, and if you line it up, the Addy is actually a little bit bigger. No, a little bit smaller. Maybe they're the same size. You be the judge. Maybe they're the same size. But sometimes you will have, say, the Addy and say a clover, or say this one, because the barrel on this looks smaller than the barrel on this, is in my opinion. If I put them side by side, it doesn't look like they're symmetrical. So, but I could be wrong. But in my opinion, these hooks are quite nice. I like them. And somebody says you can never have too many hooks. Well, I guess it's true to a point. I have so many hooks, I'm swimming in them. But my opinion on these is these are very, very nice. When you get them, I would suggest that you wash them with soap and water and then just set them down on a towel to dry, because sometimes you will have dust and stuff on the shaft, and it will make it sticky, and it will make it difficult to crochet. The Addy, okay, I love this hook. I think this is going to be my favorite hook from now on, as well as the clover. This glides in the yarn. It's ridiculous on how nice it glides in the yarn. Like I said, I am a, what do you call it? A pencil holder. And it actually feels quite comfortable in my hand. And it just glides, like literally glides in the yarn. So I never knew Addy made crochet hooks. But so yeah, like I said, this is absolutely wonderful. It crochets quite nicely, and it just glides in the yarn. Like I said, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If we do some bobbles, let's do some bobbles on this, okay? I'm getting hooked on this Addy hook, man. So when you do the bobbles, I always do the single crochet in the first chain. Then the second chain, I do yarn over, pull up a loop, go through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, go through 2. So now you have 1, 2, 3 on your hook, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, go through 2. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, you go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you yarn over, you go through all 5, pull it taut, and then go in, pull up your loop, and single crochet. That's how you do a bobble. Okay, so let's do it again. The next stitch right here, you're going to go in, pull up a loop, and go through 2. You're going to go in, pull your yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, and then go through 2 again. Yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, and go through 2 again. And then yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, and go through 2 again. So you have 2, 4, 5 loops on your hook. You yarn over, go in, pull it up, taut it, single crochet. Now, see, are those not ever gorgeous baubles? I love those. I think Crystal from Bag of Day Crochet got me hooked on baubles, I think. So, these are my little swatches for the Addy crochet hook and the loops and threads, number 5. So that is, pardon me, I need coffee. I need some coffee. See my coffee. I like my coffee. So I'm going to try and pop you up and point you over to me. It's not going to work. I wish this thing would turn. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was trying to get it to move so I could give you my opinion. I love both of the hooks. I love both of the hooks. This one is my favorite though, because number one, it's small enough and I can just glide in the yarn. So, this one, these ones here were, I believe $16.99. I got 30% off of those. So the game came to about 10 something for 4 hooks, which is not too bad. I did get the dollar store hooks, the ones that they had at the dollar store a while ago, and you pay like $5 for 6 hooks, which is actually a really good deal. Dollar store hooks are awesome. Love them. When I say the dollar store hooks, I mean these ones. These ones are the dollar store hooks that they had a while back. They crochet quite nicely, and this is a 5mm. No, this is a 6mm. But they crochet nicely too. They go in the yarn and they crochet nicely. So, if you find something on YouTube that you like to do or are interested in doing, don't quit. Keep trying, because eventually it'll be like a light bulb goes off in your head, and you'll be like, wow, that's how you do it. You all have a great day, evening, weekend, wherever you may be. You guessed it. You know it. It's coming. Keep on hooking. Bye for now, guys.